Alright, what's up y'all? It's LakerFan here. Just a couple of things I want to show you at the beginning of this video. This is what my number one build, in my opinion, is capable of doing. This is my own build. I just wanted to show you guys a couple clips. This thing can speed boost on takeover. It's a 6'9" slash a defender. And you'd be thinking like, oh, you can't play big man with that stuff. Look at these big dudes that be playing against you. Real quick, we're gonna back out here and I'm gonna show you guys. Now you see CB chilling, that's the dude I be playing twos with. He has a 6'4" sharp defender. With my build, all I've done is play twos in the stage with this, and I'm 35-1. I had one lag out that he didn't get acquired either, but bro, 35-1 on straight stage twos. I know a lot of y'all be talking about that, you know, just as like where the actual comp is. So anyway, I'm 135-12 on the playground, and then the 3v3 record ain't really all that. It's 194-44. But anyway, I'm gonna take you guys to the top 5 real quick. So I'm starting with number 1, and then we're gonna just work down all the way to 5. Now, like I said, number 1, I'm gonna give you the details on my own build. In my opinion, this is like definitely the best build. You can check the video, the last couple videos. I will say the one against the 7-3s, you know, the 7-3s are extinct. It wasn't the most quality video, and I kind of add up to that as well. Or I kind of fess up to that. I probably should have got better quality gameplay, like against like better people, and I do have that now that I've played all these stage games, obviously. But I just wanted to kind of silence the haters by like playing some stage 2. So me and Kitchen literally were just streaking all day, not dodging nobody, just literally just playing whoever came around, and we played some great teams, and I can't wait to show you guys some of those gameplays as well. But anyway, just giving you the full details of the build. Let me fully explain what this build is capable of doing. So you see the interior defense, it doesn't look quite that great, but that's because the default height at small forward is like 6'7". You're gonna see eventually, so we go up to 6'9", it's at 79 interior D. And the standing dunk and driving dunk are great. You can get contact dunks off rip with them. You put the weight all the way up, your strength goes up to a decent amount, and so now you got your wingspan max too. So you get 86 interior D with 89 block. Keep in mind, something that's really useful is the physical attribute boost that you get from the Gatorade facility. Someone asked me to make a video on how to do that stuff properly, and I think I'm going to follow through with that. But anyway, long story short, this build gets the contact dunks, alley-oops, all types of dunk packages that you can think of, and it's still a very good interior defender, mobile enough to play great pick and roll D, be able to be versatile on defense. You can guard wings. I would highly recommend making this build. So that is my number 1. Number 2, I got a very common build, but it's also very interesting. So we're going with the power forward in this one, and it is the 3 and D. So I've seen this build popularized very much so already. However, I will say number 4, I believe it is very similar to this, and I'll show you that. But anyway, with this build, I'd probably go with the balanced pie chart, because I don't think you should go straight up on speed and strength. I feel like with a build like this, you're gonna want to hit the 2s pretty often, and you guys sleep on vertical, but it's actually quite important in my opinion. The one thing I'll say about this build instead of number 4, I'll just say what number 4 is, just because I feel like you guys are gonna want to know the comparison. So a playmaking defender. It's a very interesting thing to say as a big man. However, you still get the 10 shooting badges. The only downside is you don't get them to gold. However, you get Hall of Fame on passing badges instead of nothing at all. So for instance, with this build, you get, at this point, it wouldn't even be worth it to go into playmaking, honestly, just because you're not going to play that style. However, and actually, I don't know, I forget exactly what the list is, so I apologize for that. I literally just made it, and I don't know how I'm blanking on it. But I will say, though, like I said, the difference is pretty major. And you see, I'm just tweaking with some ratings. Just if you want to fast forward the video, I completely understand. I hold nothing against you. I was just tweaking this to find the best spots to like put all the ratings to badge wise. So anyway, long story short, we end up going with that. Max shooting, basically max finishing, max defense, and nothing on playmaking. Now, I would recommend to go with probably 6'11" with this build. You get what is it, like 2 more 3-pointer with also just much more mobility. The lateral quickness is huge. I think it's like 7. And then you only lose like 1 block, you lose no strength. It's really not a loss of anything. And then if you go max weight, you still get 95 strength. Same with if you do the wingspan max. You get 88 interior defense with 91 block. I would recommend even go 1 tick down from the max, just for the fact that all you do is you lose 1 block and then you gain the 3-pointer. I don't know, that's completely up to you. But anyway, I would go with rim takeover with this build. Great role player as far as 2v2 goes. You can pick and pop, pick and roll. It's a great option to have at the big man spot. So anyway, now we get into number 3. Okay, yeah. So number 3, this is actually like probably the best 2s build like there is, in my opinion. Now obviously this is what I really want to do with this video, is give you guys a different set of styles that you can see with this. So again, I'll go with the balanced pie chart for this. It is a slashing playmaker at center and 7'3". So again, you guys are probably talking about like bro, what the heck are you doing putting all this playmaking in these big man builds? Again, in my opinion, the cheese in this game is to give a big man playmaking, because I would put it like this. I haven't explained it very well throughout the video yet. If you go no playmaking, you get absolutely 0 for dimer, floor general, and those are 2 very important badges as far as like being a big man, as if you're gonna go with a post up player. If you don't plan to post up at all, don't worry about it that much. But however, your guard will love you if you have if you literally have Hall of Fame floor general and can spot up and pick and pop and pick and roll and all that stuff. So you'll see later on when I show you this playmaking defender build. In my opinion, if you're nice with the sticks and nice with the shooting, bro, that playmaking defender build is for you. Like, that thing is crazy. Anyway, if you were to make this build truly, I would probably just max out like defensive stuff and like not touch shooting. But just to save yourself in the long run, where shooting might become easier to do, I would really think like to probably go with something like this, just to not screw yourself out of like, you know, the future. You can manage with 4 defensive badges if you go with a 7'3". You don't really need much more than that, especially if you're on like I said, a 7'3". Really what you should be playing with, since you have this Hall of Fame dimer and Hall of Fame floor general, is probably like a more of a pure lock type build, or even like a playmaking defender, something like that. Or even just go with like a 3-and-D, who's just gonna guard backcourt, really lock stuff down on the perimeter, and you're just gonna guard the paint, because that's what a lot of these big men love to do. They just love to sit back in the paint and not help on pick and rolls because they're 7'3". But anyway, so real quick with this, I'm just gonna show you the fact that you can get, I'll just show you those key badges I was talking about. You get Hall of Fame dimer, Hall of Fame post spin, floor general. Now, the thing is, you already get post spin on gold no matter what type of build you make, as long as you're a big man. But like I said, you don't get this Hall of Fame floor general or Hall of Fame dimer. So, hey man, that's all I can say. Just keep that in mind. And then obviously everything else on here isn't really very useful, but I will say needle threader could be very useful along the lines. I haven't seen anything with like Dream Shake. I don't even know if it's a good badge to have. Maybe it is though. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to detail the fact that you can get literally like Hall of Fame dimer and floor general instead of nothing at all, for literally just going with a playmaker. So right here I show you, oh wait, no, sorry, that was just for comparison. So number 4 is going to be that playmaking defender build, but as a big man. Now what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna show you 2 different comparisons. I'm gonna show you this build at 7'3" and then 6'11", and then also compare this to the pure defender, like this pie chart at the bottom, and compare it to the one right up above it. Now you see the interior defense, you're like, bro, it dropped by 11 and the block is low, and you're just like, bro, what's the point of doing this? Now I'm gonna help you guys out here, because hopefully, if anybody, it's a tough thing, bro, because a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of you guys already made your build. So, and I know it's a pain to go through like a second build right now. I'm not even doing it. I was thinking about making like a slashing playmaker, so for having some more fun, just as like a ball handler. Bro, I can't do it. This grind is just beyond me. So again, what I would target for your playmaking badges, probably like 12. You're gonna want post spin technician, dimer, and floor general on Hall of Fame. So to finesse the rest of the ratings is kind of hard, so I'm gonna just skip forward with what I did here and just show you guys, long story short, how I did this properly. So boom, we'll go with, there we go, right there, and that's what we end up with. We end up with 10 shooting, 12 playmaking, 23 defensive. So you still get your standing dunk and standing layup. Now with this build, you just got to take hits where it needs to go. In my opinion, like I said, you're 7'3". You're gonna be respectable as far as finishing anyway. But at the end of the day, this is like a very different build, I would say. It's basically like a pure defender, but you can turn it into a post scorer as well. You get 93 standing dunk. If you need to tweak things and just be like, all right, bro, screw it, I can't shoot anyway with bigs. Let me just go all in on like adding more defense or more finishing. Then boom, just take your shooting off. Don't worry about the post fade, free throw, 3-pointer. Maybe keep mid range though. Mid range is sleeper this year on twos. That's a big sleeper. But anyway, yeah, I would say if you don't believe in your shooting ability too much to the point where you don't want like 10 shooting badges, and like 54 3-pointer, then yeah, don't worry about it and just go more finishing. At the end of the day, you're gonna be a pure, like, bro, look at this build. You get 95 interior defense with 93 block. Like, bro, what's the point of being a pure defender build? I mean, yeah, you get what, 5 more defensive rebound and like I guess 11 more offensive. I mean, that's nice to have and all, but you don't get any more strength for being a pure defender. And honestly, if you're just gonna camp paint anyway, boom, you're loaded with like crazy defensive and rebounding badges with crazy defensive ratings. And now, like I said, you get Hall of Fame dimer, Hall of Fame floor general. Your guard freaking loves you. You get to have Hall of Fame defensive anchor and Hall of Fame floor general. You're gonna increase your teammates' ratings by 4 on everything. So boom, that's just, in my opinion, that's a real sleeper build. Because really it does everything that the pure lockdown you would want it to do, or the pure glass, if you will. And here, I'll just fast forward again. None of this is stuff you guys really need to see. I was just playing around with things. I guess like right here is where I kind of tweak it a little bit. And if you want to go with more of the finishing and like drop the ball handling a little bit, just be like, all right, bro, I don't really need Hall of Fame post spin technician. I'm just not gonna have it. I'm just gonna be a pick and roll player and just a straight up big man. So I dropped the O board a little bit, dropped the ball handling down all the way, and turned down the pass accuracy a little bit. You end up with 10 shooting, 8 playmaking, and 6 finishing at 7'3". So I mean, you get back down Punisher, Hall of Fame dimer, Hall of Fame floor general, and like gold, like I said, gold on back down Punisher and gold on drop stepper. I mean, in my opinion, this is kind of a sleeper post scorer build. It's like a two-way post, in my opinion. You just can't get the takeover for post. I don't know. You can tweak with that if you want to try to get it. Obviously, I'd go with rim or glass. Well, I mean, that's your only option. But so anyway, this is the comparison of what you would see if you go with the pure defender build. Now, you cannot shoot with this build. Regardless, like even if you go max on everything shooting and just screw playmaking, and even at that, you're still not a great finisher either. Here's my take on this. The Hall of Fame dimer and Hall of Fame floor general is so nice to have. You just, in my opinion, it'd be so worth it to do it. And like I said, you get better 3-point rating, you get way more shooting badges. Do you really need 30 defensive badges either as a big man? I don't know, that's just me. And then obviously, like I said, I mean, the trade-off is you keep basically the same interior defense and block, and you're still 7'3" with max strength. So I don't know. That's just me. I feel like that pure defender build's a little overrated. And then I'm gonna also show you this build at 6'11". You get 89 interior defense with 91 block, 58 3-pointer. This is at max wingspan as well. If you want to go lower, I suppose, but I don't know. As a big man, you're gonna want that. You're gonna want that block rating. Probably more than the 3-point rating itself. Still 65 midi too though with this build. That's actually real sleeper. But anyway, 59 speed, 56 vert at 6'11". I don't know. That's up to you. So anyway, lastly, just for the fact that I need to put it in here, it's not a great build, so I kind of just cut off all the building of it and just showed you final stage of it. Pure stretch 4. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's a very essential build to have in the game. It's not really the best in general, but you need this on a team if you're going to be playing like Pro-Am, or if you're gonna, like, you need something like this. So, and then maybe in the 3s, but I don't know. Honestly, stretch 4s are kind of an extinct build in this game as well. But anyway, I would just suggest go max weight and minimum wingspan. You get the most strength possible, and obviously it benefits your 3-pointer to go minimum wingspan. So long story short, you get 94 mid-range, 89 3-pointer, 95 post fade. Now that post fade's a sleeper too, though. Like, people really be like forgetting that these dudes got crazy like high post ability. But anyway, like I said, really there's not much to this build. I would go with the stretch takeover, obviously, but like I said, not too much to it. Anyway, that's all for the vid. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. Stay tuned for the mixtape. That's gonna be the next video, I'm pretty sure, with my 6'9" slashing defender. So listen, all I'm saying to advocate for that build, it's literally got mixtape ability while still being like it's unmatched in hedge defense and like pick and roll defense. That stuff is ridiculous, bro. And don't mind what's going on here. I'm just talking at this point. Anyway, here's also the build that I was trying to play around with, the facilitating finisher. Honestly, bro, it's just too much of a grind. Like I was saying, those second builds are a pain, and I'm sure you're feeling that as you're watching this video. Just like, you know, because you're maybe thinking about a second build. Listen, I would say my best advice is stick out with whatever you have, unless it's like complete trash. If it's complete trash, it's probably best to move on like earlier than later, because you're just gonna want to probably set yourself up for a decent, like, you know, you're gonna want to have badges like a month or 2 from now, where, you know, dudes are you're trying to play with people, and, you know, you don't want to have a trash build out there that isn't capable of doing anything. Anyway, that's all for the vid. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. If you made it this far, put Laker in the comments. And then also, if you made it this far and you're already subscribed, feel free to turn on notifications. We've been going crazy with the notifications lately, bro. I really do appreciate it. But anyway, if you guys want a decent look at my badges, I suppose I could give you that. I'll just do a quick little run through. This is what I'm playing with right now. I'm still tweaking with stuff. I'm not really like completely positive of what I want. This is kind of my 2's layout. I just have everything kind of don't ask why I have some of these on. I'm just testing badges is all. This right here though, sleeper. Go back and watch that last video as well, on the pogo stick, bro. That thing, it's the video title is the most slept on badge in 2K. Bro, this thing is a real slept on. Anyway, it's all for the vid. Like I said, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all the good stuff, yada yada. You know the deal. Anyway, it's all for the vid. Take it easy, man. Peace.